Today we will be reading the story, The Crowd Roared. Let's take a look at our target vocabulary words. Our first word is the word cheered. Repeat after me. Cheered. Curb. Extra. Final. Hurried. Position. Practice. Roared. Let's practice reading through our words one more time. Let's do it together. Cheered. Curb. Extra. Final. Hurried. Position. Practice. Roared. As you hear your words in the story, say them back to me. We will be listening to the crowd roared and answering some questions throughout, so listen carefully so you can analyze the text. The crowd roared. After dinner, Mina hurried to do her homework. When she finished, she could watch the end of the soccer game on TV. She loved watching soccer. She loved how the crowds shouted and cheered and waved their arms above their heads every time a player scored a goal. Mina's mom came in to watch a bit too. She smiled when she saw how much Mina was enjoying the match. "Why don't you join a team?" asked Mina's mom. "You might like playing soccer, you know." But Mina didn't want to try. "I'll be no good at it," she complained. "I've never done it before. I don't like doing things I'm not good at." Mina's mom shook her head. "Well, you'll never learn how to do it if you don't try," she said. The next day, Mina was walking home from school with her friend Javier. She was telling him about last night's match. It was extra special because how two of her favorite teams had played against each other. Mina was very happy with the final score, 1-1, a tie. Neither of her teams had lost. "Yeah, that sounds great," said Javier, sounding kind of bored. "I'd prefer to play soccer myself, not watch it on TV. You know," he said, perking up a bit, "the fall soccer season is about to start. You could join a team." Mina opened her mouth to reply. She was about to say the same thing to Javier that she had said to her mom. "Well, I might like to," said Mina. "But the truth is, I'm afraid I won't be any good. I don't know how to kick the ball correctly or pass. Everyone will laugh at me." "Maybe," said Javier, "but who cares? It's true, it takes time to learn, but you'll get better every time you practice. And then you'll start to enjoy it more." I know that was true for me. Besides, even if you aren't the best at something, it can still be fun. Mina and Javier had reached his house. This was where they usually said goodbye. Javier pointed to the curb and shouted, "Sit there, I'll be back in a minute." When Javier came out, he was carrying a soccer ball. "Let's go to the park," he said. "I can show you some basics." For the next hour, Javier gave Mina her own private soccer lesson. He showed her the correct position of her leg when kicking and the best way to control the ball. Javier set their backpacks a few yards apart on the grass to act as goalposts. He played goalie and Mina tried to kick the ball past him. At first, Javier stopped every kick that Mina made. When it was almost time to go home, Mina kicked one past him. In her head, Mina could see the crowd waving their arms above their heads. She could hear them as they roared with one mighty voice, "Goal!" Mina and Javier picked up their things and headed home. "Thanks," Mina said. "You were right. Even if I'm not the best, playing soccer would be a lot of fun. I think I'll give it a try." What a great lesson the story had in it. Have you ever tried something that maybe you weren't so good at, but in the end you decided, "I'm going to give it a try anyways"? And if not, what could you give a try at that you're not sure about, but you think you'd enjoy anyways? Now that we're finished with our story, it's time to move on to some vocabulary word practice. Please go to the next slide and work on your words. Great job listening.